Salesforce CRM Demo 2023 Full In-Depth Tutorial. Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. I hope all of you are doing great and are having an amazing and incredible day. I bring you back with yet another video, and in this video we're going to be talking about Salesforce CRM and how you can use it to basically, have a great customer relationship management system, and how you can use it to, just have great technicality for your management systems for your business. No matter what position you are in your workspace, this product or this software that I'm going to be showing you in a few seconds is absolutely amazing. It's used by one of the greatest companies out there. Like, you can see the different people that use it right here, and it offers you the best integrations, the best automations, and just a whole lot more. Like, the product list is endless. Like, it gives you so many things, and we're going to be utilizing all of them in this video. So please do make sure to keep watching this video till the end and listen to all the information that I have to provide you with, because if you do that properly and you do that till the end, and I guarantee you that you're going to fully gain all the information you can about Salesforce CRM. So without further ado, let's just get started. Now, to get started, obviously we're going to go here to their websites, www.salesforce.com/ap/crm. So here you can see all these things. Win more deals with the world's #1 CRM platform. And they tell you everything about CRM, how CRM can save your business, all this stuff. So first of all, let's go to their plans, okay? So the plans are, as you can see, start small and scale up, or support your entire enterprise today. Whatever your business, we have a software solution for you. So you have the Essentials plan, the Professional plan, Enterprise plan, and Unlimited plan. Now, the Essentials is obviously $25, Professional $75, Enterprise $150, and Unlimited $300. And obviously, like, you can see detailed pricing later on if you want to, with like the detailed features that they provide, but I'm not going to do that right now. You can do it later for yourself. So once we're over here, let's go ahead and click on try for free. Okay, we're going to click on try for free, and what that is going to do is obviously it's going to take us through the free sign up. So score more predictable revenue growth, optimize every stage, etc. So to take the tour and use our resource library, sign up now. Complete the form to start your free trial. Our team will be in touch to help you make the most out of your trial. So first of all, we're going to go ahead and add our first name, last name. Then we have our job title. Okay, it could be sales manager, PR, marketing, customer service manager, and all these things. I'm going to go ahead with, let's go with general manager. You have the work email. This is where you're going to have to add your email, okay? Now you can use any email of yourself, okay? You can use your Gmail, Yahoo, Hotmail, whatever you have. I'm going to go ahead and use my Gmail, okay? And once you enter your Gmail, you're going to enter your company name, okay? Anything random, I'm going to call it John's Workspace, just to call it that right now. Then you have the employees. I'm going to go with 51 to 200. You're going to add a phone number, okay? And once you've added a phone number, you're going to click on Start Tour. Now, once you click on Start Tour, what they're going to do is, as you can see, thank you. Thanks for your interest in the Sales Cloud guided tour. Now click to begin your tour. Obviously, you're going to go ahead and then start your tour, where they're going to tell you all about Sales Cloud and Salesforce. So go ahead and do this, because it does help you a lot when working with Salesforce CRM. But obviously, if you don't want to mess around with that, you can always just go with the sign up. Okay, just go ahead and sign up straight away. Again, as you can see, they've already added all your information from the cloud. And once they've added that, just choose the language, click on start free trial. And once you clicked on start free trial, obviously they're going to optimize everything, and they're going to load you straight into the free trial. And again, the cloud guide it's pretty amazing. Like, it tells you a lot about Salesforce and then the cloud of Salesforce. So you can, as I said, go through all of this in a jiffy, and you're going to learn a lot. So let's say, I'm going to say I have 1,200 employees. Choose which solution is right for you, okay? Run my business smarter, close more deals, get a 360-degree view. Obviously, I'm going to go with close more deals or something like that, and all that stuff. And yeah, once we're doing that, as you can see, it says the trial is on the way, and email is en route with everything you need to get started. It takes longer than a few minutes. So obviously, right in that case, we're gonna go through the cloud guide, and once we are done with the cloud guide, we're gonna get straight into, obviously we're gonna wait for the email, and once the email is here, I'm gonna get straight into the CRM. So once we're over here, as you can see, all these things that are going on. Okay, now firstly, obviously, is the sales chart that you have where you can identify stalled deals for yourselves. Okay, now once you obviously identify stalled deals, then obviously comes later on things like qualifications, needs analysis, proposal quotes, negotiation, and all that stuff. And it's pretty basic stuff in my opinion. Like if you're familiar with any type of customer management, then this must be not too difficult for you. But obviously, if you're not familiar with it, don't worry. We're going to go through it all and it's going to be pretty simple for you. So, further on, what you're going to do is obviously keep going on next, and they're going to give you different focuses to prioritize on and all that stuff. So, you get the point, you get what you're getting into. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and see on our email. Let me show you that you're going to get an email like this, okay? So they're going to tell you to verify your identity in Salesforce. So you're just going to click on it. Here's the verification code. You're going to click on this link. And once you do that, they're going to give you an interface. Like once you verified yourself, you're going to come to an interface like this where they're going to say, access this page, you're going to need to have a password. Now, obviously, the password they have sent you is going to be right in your email. So just go ahead and check your email, like the email you get from the people at Salesforce. The email is right there under it. So in my case, it's this. So I'm going to write it right here. Now, obviously, you're wondering, where did we write our password? Why is it asking us our password? So basically, obviously, we didn't write a password. This is a glitch that it usually does. So all you're going to do is you're going to add your username. Okay. And once you add the username, you're going to click on continue. And what it's going to do is it's going to tell you to check your email. This is a problem that a lot of users have been fairly receiving. Okay. And to fix this, obviously go ahead and enter these things. So, just to have a safer approach. And once you do that, obviously it's going to ask you a security question like what city were you born in and stuff like that. So just, answer that. So I'm going to do that. Be right back. So once you verify everything, you're going to head into a page like this. Now you're probably wondering what all of this is. This is basically your dashboard for your Salesforce CRM. Okay. And I know there's a lot going on. So obviously, once you come to the get started section, you can see all these things over here. So you can plan your pipeline, close more deals, sell smarter, sell your way, and a whole lot other things. So basically, obviously you can see all these things, like different types of charts and stuff, key deals, opportunities, recent records. So to basically, get more in the depth and, more into the nitty gritty of all this page, basically what we're going to do is we're going to discuss all these graphs and then all these, different prompts and widgets that you can see under here. And to obviously make them visible, obviously we're going to have to follow the steps that this basically tells us. So just go ahead and follow these, okay? And once you've done them, obviously this prompt should be gone. If it doesn't, just go ahead and reload your page, okay? And once you reload your page, the prompt will be gone, as you can see. So once the prompt is gone, as you can see, you have tons and tons of different things over here. So you have, first of all, your home page that I just showed, okay? And in the homepage, you can get all these things like your charts and stuff, connect with your customers, manage and close deals, build your pipeline, your tasks, opportunities, and all this stuff. Then you have the leads, okay? Now, what are leads? Leads are basically all the open leads that you're going to have. And obviously, as you can see, you have recently viewed. You can go in all open leads and look at that. You're going to get all the open leads that you contain. You can pin or unpin these leads if you want to. I'm going to keep them unpinned. I don't really want to pin them right now. What you're going to do, and obviously to unpin them, you're going to have to pin another view. And another view obviously can be, the accounts or content tab. So I'm going to pin this, and obviously it's going to unpin the other tab. And obviously In leads, you can get tons and tons of different, contacts. And to add new contacts, you can obviously click on new or import any contact that you want to. Now, importing contact is pretty special because the import, setting imports the different, you could say, like you have different settings to import contacts, and those different settings contain either, Excel, XLS, XLSX, all these different file formats that you can import your contacts. And obviously, you're going to have to set them in records and tables and, have the proper structure to actually import them. And again, in my experience, it's more easier to import it into it with like Excel file and stuff. But if you want to add a single contact or two or three contacts, then you're just going to click on new. And once you click on new, as you can see, you're going to start getting things over here. First of all, you're going to choose the lead status. It could be new, working, qualified, unqualified. I'm going to go with working, okay? Or I can go with new. You know what? And then you're going to choose, let's go with Mr. First name. Let's, choose the name. You have a middle name and all that. Then comes the title. Okay, the title could be anything, or you can just leave it blank. Then you have their email. Okay, choose their email, their phone number. Then you have, mobile number. Then there's the rating and everything. So let's give them a warm rating. Okay. And once you've given them a warm rating, obviously they're going to ask the address. Obviously, you should know an employee's address. It's only natural. And then obviously here's the lead owner, which is going to be you yourself. Here's the website. Okay, like if this user has any website, if he or she is bringing any website in, you can just add that website URL over here, and get a whole world of different things to have for yourself and mess around with. And obviously you can add the company, industry, number of employees, latest source. And once you do that, you're going to click on save. And once you click on save, as you can see, a new lead has been created, and you can see all their data over here. So firstly, like you can choose their status. It could be new, working, nurturing, converted. So you can like change these statuses if you want to. Obviously right now they're unqualified. So you can choose all these things if you want to, but once it's completed, you can mark status as complete. And let's like you're gonna come over to working, and then obviously in working, once the quality promising leads, identify a contact for the lead, save their contact information, like all these things. If one by one, if they're done, you're just gonna click on mark status as complete. And let's say if one status is not completed, you can always convert a lead if you want to. But then you have the nurturing, identify pain points that you can solve for this lead, determine the likelihood of this lead converting. If this lead is qualified, convert it to an opportunity, and then ensure that the marketing and sales work together to develop your lead qualifying process or progress. So obviously you can go ahead and mark the status as complete as well. It's totally upon you. That depends on whatever feel you want to go with, whatever vibe you want to go with. So you get the point. Then obviously, like moving further on, you can come to activity or chatter. And over there, obviously, you can get all these different types of things. And you're probably wondering what activity or chatter is. That's the chats that you're going to have like over here. Okay. And that's obviously if you have like proper leads added, that's the only case you're going to get activity or chatter. Or you can, just add stuff like that to your campaign if you want to. But again, you get the whole deal. You get how these things work. You can, also do this stuff over here, like logging a call and all this. So as we can see, it's pretty simple stuff, like pretty easy to get our head behind this. And then finally, obviously, like once you're nurturing, mark the status is complete. Okay. Once you mark a status as complete, you're going to add the necessary information, convert it. And as you can see, your lead has been converted. So once the lead is converted, this lead is, fully yours. And you can obviously select the converted status accordingly to whatever you like, whatever you fancy, whatever, suits you best, whatever you choose is best for you. Just go ahead and add that. And once you do that, yeah, you're going to be practically good to go. Pretty simple stuff from there on out. And then obviously moving further on, you can also get different things for yourself, like if you go on account name and all that, you have these names over here: company, title, state, province, phone, email, lead status, all these things to mess around with. So you can do that. You can also add a lead to your campaign, change the status if you want to, change the owner if you want to. You know, all the permissions are pretty simple. And obviously, you have all these other leads as well that you can convert. Okay, so as you can see, a lot of them are working, nurturing. So it's your job to convert them as like the owner of the whole customer relationship management system. So yeah, that was the lead section. So that's all there is to talk about with leads. Now let's go and head over to accounts. What is accounts and what does it offer us, and what can we do with the features that the accounts section actually brings us? Okay. So first, obviously we're going to go ahead and we're going to choose all accounts over here. Now, once you choose all accounts, obviously you're going to get the accounts that you've added, and it's, as you can see, updated a few seconds ago. Now, once these accounts are added, obviously one of these accounts is going to be yours, and to add a new account, same thing. Like, first of all, you can either import if you want to. Okay, importing, it has never been easier, as I stated. Like, import easily, just go on import, click on import, and you're gonna basically get, you could say, 3 to 4 different like formats to upload in. Again, it could be CSV, be XLS, it could be XLSX, all these different Excel file formats. It's pretty simple, it's pretty basic to get your head behind, and you get the point. And then obviously, moving further on, you're gonna have the different printable views and stuff if you want to get ahead with it. But let's say you want to again add a new account for yourself. It's the same as your leads. Okay, you're just gonna click on new, and once you click on new, you're gonna get, as you can see, a much larger format than your basic leads and contact section that you had. The leads contact section had like little information, not a lot of information for you to add. But obviously, account is a big boy. We're going to add a lot of different things with, additional information, contact information, system information, all these things. So yeah, just stay tuned and we're going to go ahead and add all that. So first off, let's go and add ourselves an account name. Okay, I'm going to add something, just add something random. Okay. And once we've added that, then you have the phone number. Okay. Again, just go ahead and add a phone number. And once you've added a phone number, then you have, this stuff over here, like parent account. You can choose what account is the parent account, what account has hold on this account. Then you have the account type. The account type could be any of these, analyst, competitor, customer, integrator, investor, partner, press, prospect, realtor. Just go ahead and choose, whatever fits the prospect of this account. Okay. I'm going to go with, let's go with the analyst. Yeah, here we are. And you have the industry. Okay, I'm going to go with the shipping. And then you have the website. Like, if this user has any website, just go ahead and add that. Okay. Then you have description, employees, all this stuff. Okay. So same goes with these. Just go ahead and add all the details that you can when it comes to the description of all these employees. So you obviously, first of all, have website, add a website, then add a description, what this website actually is about, add the number of employees. You can add something like, 12, 13, or 14, something like that. You go ahead and add that. Then you have billing addresses. Billing addresses, again, pretty, you could say, important, because let's say you want to bill something to this user, or you want to sell them a postcard or a letter or something like that, then a billing address is pretty necessary. So do make sure to add all these things, just to run a proper, and I'd say well managed system of the whole CRM. Okay, now once you've obviously added all the necessary things, you can obviously go ahead and click on save as so. As you can see, this account was created. So as you can see, we're gonna head over here and we can see our account and stuff, and it's the same as leads. As you can see, You have this whole interface open where you can see all these things like activity, detail, sales. Like the difference is that in leads, you can actually convert leads from like working to actually converting them. In this case, obviously, you just have, the account information, all the details and stuff. Obviously, first of all, you have activities where you can get the upcoming events and overdue events, all that stuff. You can get emails, login calls, new tasks, new events, etc. Then you have details. Okay, in details, obviously, you get all these additional informations. You have address information, system information, all the necessary things. Then you have sales. Okay, you have different things in sales like contacts, opportunities, contracts, orders, partners. Again, variety of things and pretty like proper different things. And you have marketings, again, campaign influence, the necessary marketing kits, and service with service cases and all that. So as you can see, pretty basic stuff. Then you can also upload files for yourself if you want to. That's also a good thing to have for yourself. That's also a pretty neat thing to do when it comes to your CRM and messing around with its necessities and stuff that's much more needed when it comes to working with a CRM. And obviously, then you have the contacts of your accounts. Okay, the contacts of your accounts, which are right here. You're gonna click on contacts. As you can see, in contacts, you can add different contacts, like every different account, and then you can add them to campaign too. And adding contact is pretty simple. You just click on new, and once you click on new, same way to add them. And like, let's say you want to add them on a broader spectrum, you're just gonna come to this contacts tab over here. We're done talking about accounts. Let's go to contacts. Again, list of all contacts. And now that we're gonna open the list of all contacts, let's discuss about them one by one. So, you have all these contacts in front of you. Then here's the account names. You have the titles, phone numbers, emails, first name, last name, all the necessities. So obviously you can go ahead and import them the same way you can import account and leads. Again, import from file using a CSV file, import, update, or export using, data import wizard, SQL, and all that stuff. Or you can, sync with Google or Microsoft. Now, I'm going to obviously leave that out and obviously click on new, and the same goes for this. Choose an account name, choose, the necessary things that you need to add in this, necessary detail, necessary information. And obviously once you've added the necessary bits, you're going to go ahead and click on save, and obviously that's going to add your, proper contact. So now moving on comes the opportunities, okay? Now, what are opportunities? Opportunities are, the different names of people, okay? They're the opportunity owners, okay? Basically, they own different opportunities for your, company, business, management, and all that. And same goes with these, okay? You can add new opportunities for yourself. And when it comes to adding new opportunities, they have, first of all, the different types of opportunity informations, like account names. You have probability percentage, like what is the probability that this opportunity will actually work, the probability of, how much money this opportunity might actually make you or your company or your business, and then obviously further on, you have opportunity name and all that stuff. Next setup, you have forecast category. Add the essential things. Again, in my opinion, I'm just gonna add the opportunity name as so. Account name, let's go with this one. And once you do that, add a probability number. I'm gonna go with 78%. Okay, that's the probability. You can choose the forecast category. Obviously, the category contains all these things, like as you see, you have omitted, pipeline, best case, commit, closed, all these. Okay, I'm gonna go with pipeline for now. Then you have amount, how much amount or yield this will actually make you. I'm going to go with this much, just as an example. Then you're going to choose a close date. Let's go with that. You have a stage. Obviously, it could be a qualification, analysis, proposal, negotiation, closed won, closed lost. I'm going to go with negotiation. Okay. Then you have additional info down here. You can add this if you want to or leave it blank. Once you do that, click on save. And as you can see, it opens all of this for you. So basically, obviously, you're going to get different variety of things. Like you have qualification, needs, and losses. Right now, we're on negotiation as as I stated. So like, let's go ahead and discuss an opportunity which is not a negotiation. Let's go with let's go with this one. This one's on qualification. And obviously, first of all, there's qualification, and there's different points when it comes to qualifications. Okay, so first of all, qualify your opportunity. Identify the business need you will solve for them. Confirm that they have a budget and approval. Determine the timeline based on their needs. Okay. And once they're done with that, obviously, then there's the needs analysis. Identify the products or services required for this opportunity. Gather customer stories, references, or competitive analysis. Confirm your key stakeholders. Determine what resources you have available for them. And obviously, one by one, to make sure to mark the stage as complete. And once you mark this, you're going to come here, mark this as complete. Then you're going to come here. Okay. Deliver your solution to stakeholders. Communicate the value of your solutions. Solidify the timeline and budget. Establish a plan with the customer for when and how you'll close the deal. And obviously, mark the stage. Then you have, finally, you have negotiations. Okay. Determine the customer's project implementation plan. Acquire agreements as necessary. Adhere to your own internal discount processes and obtain a signed contract for yourself. Mark stage is complete, and then you have, opportunity closure option. So close this opportunity stage. Obviously, let's go with close one. I'm going to click on save. And what that's going to do is, obviously, it's going to close the opportunity fully. Like, you're going to get a whole, sentimental, thing going on. And once you have a close stage, you're good to go. And don't worry, you can obviously, like, let's say by mistake, you chose the wrong close stage, or maybe in the future the close stage status got changed. You can always change it. Just come on change close stage, and you can change it to whatever you like. Pretty simple, pretty easy stuff. And then obviously further moving on, we're gonna go back to opportunities, and you can filter out different things for yourself as well when it comes to opportunities. Okay. And as I told you, filtering is pretty simple. It comes to your Salesforce CRM. All you're going to do is you're going to come to this place over here, click on this arrow, and you're going to get all these things. So we're going to go on all opportunities. Once you go on all opportunities, you're going to see all of them, and you're going to see them in a specific view. And look at that. There's like tons of opportunities, and there's different views to view these. Okay. So if you come over here, okay, so obviously you can display them as either a table, a Kanban, or a split view. A table is what it is in right now. If you don't know what a Kanban is, if you've used, something like, let's say Trello or something like that, that's a Kanban view. And a Kanban view is fairly, you could say, popular with, any type of work management system, because Kanban view, as you can see, it's so easy to work with this, so easy to access this, and a lot of people would recommend you using this. So you can, as you can see, easily shift them in needs analysis or, negotiation, closed one. Oh, you get the point. It's pretty simple to shift the tasks or, opportunities around, and as you can see, pretty easily, like pretty simply. So once we, have discussed about this, let's head over into, your basic things, which are your quotes. Okay. Now, quotes are also pretty simple to, understand. First of all, just make sure that all your opportunities are set. Now, once they're set, let's head over to quotes. So here are going to be your quotes. Okay. Quotes are, in a way, your cases and stuff like that. And if I go on all quotes, obviously right now, as you can see, no quotes are available. Quotes are obviously going to be created by the workspace members that you're going to have. So you're going to make sure to have proper quotes made for yourself. And obviously creating quotes is pretty simple. Okay. You're going to have to make sure that you have proper cases for your tasks. And once you have proper cases, from there on out, you're going to have to make sure to add in efficient or, important case informations for yourself, okay? Because that's, oddly, you could say, Yeah, that's pretty important, I would say. And yeah, it's a necessary job when it comes to added information. And then once you've added all of the contact information, then there's the additional information, which can be status, case origin, type, case reason, priority, and all that stuff. And you have the description information as well, with subject, description, and all that. You can add those if you want to. Obviously, all in the end depends on your style of CRM and how your main you could say people in your CRM actually work around. Then you obviously have the priority as well, like the critical priority and all that. You have the description, information, and internal comments and all that stuff. So you can go ahead and mess around with those as well if you want to. Again, pretty simple to get your head behind those. So, go ahead and mess around with those as much as you want to. Then obviously you have different things like, you know, campaigns, open, pending, escalated, closed, all those. Mess around with those as much as you want to. Now, of course, in quotes, also you're going to get different things. Like once you have a quote, you're going to get new quotes, open, pending, escalated, and closed quotes, okay? And obviously, it's going to be the same as the last things like opportunities, contacts, accounts. You're going to have to mark the status with each and every one of them. You're going to have to mark the status complete one by one with each and all of them. And in my opinion, it's pretty simple to do so. And it shouldn't take you a lot of time. So please do make sure to go ahead and do that for yourself, because marking the status complete one by one is just, better for the working of your page. It's just better for the whole, CRM system. It's better for the workers working in your CRM system, and you basically get the point. Now, the stages of open, pending, escalated, closed are basically implemented with, the different things. Like, first of all, open is if the case of this quote was actually opened, okay? And once the case of the quote is actually opened, it's pending right now because it wasn't, the case wasn't actually studied. And obviously comes escalated. Was it escalated? If it was, then obviously how much work was done on it, and how much work was done on it. Like if the work is done, go ahead and close it. So obviously those are going to be your stages with your quotes and the quotes cases. So go ahead and mess around with different things, add different things, and all that. Pretty simple, pretty basic stuff. You can also, you could say, choose different priorities. Okay. Now priorities are also pretty, you could say, simple to get behind when it comes to all of this. Priorities basically, you could say, in a way, narrow down what you're gonna basically be getting in the whole CRM management system. Okay, priorities matter a lot, so you're gonna have to make sure to add the proper priorities and stuff. Okay, now once you've added all the proper priorities, what we're gonna do from there on out is you're gonna see the date and time those priorities were opened. You're gonna see the different subjects those priorities were made on, see the different contact names, see the different case origins. You're gonna make sure that every status was completed, and then once you are done with all of that, you're gonna head over to campaigns or tasks. Okay, now it might depend on this, like the type of system you're running. You might get campaigns, you might not get campaigns. Okay, now as you can see, I have campaigns over here. You can go and add more items, and you're gonna go on all, and you can search for things like tasks, obviously. So let's go ahead and add a task. Okay, add one navigation item, save. Okay, and once you click on save, it's going to add tasks for you. Now, tasks are equally important, so let's go ahead and discuss these first of all, okay? Now, what are tasks? There's tons of ways to see tasks. You can try the split view, Kanban, or the overview of all the tasks. Pretty simple stuff. So let's go ahead and see all, delegated tasks or all the different tasks that you're going to have for your page. Now, Obviously, we can see we don't have a lot of tasks right now. Not a lot of tasks to work with. So we're going to go ahead and add a new task for ourselves. So as you can see, adding a new task is going to open this interface for you. Now, obviously, we're going to come here, and once we're over here, first of all, you're going to add a subject. The subject could be anything: call, send letter, send quote. Go ahead with whatever suits you best. So I'm going to go with send letter. Send letter, then obviously there's the due dates and stuff. I'm going to go with 29th. Let's go with 29th. Then you have search contacts. Obviously, I'm gonna go with this contact related to this account. Okay. Once you do that, you're gonna add specific comments for yourself. Okay. You can write something like, "Can you call Paul with regards to this issue?" or "Can you call John with regards to this issue?" Then you have priority. You can keep a priority like high or normal. Okay. You have status. Could be open. Could be completed. I'm gonna keep it open right now. Once all of this is done, click on save. And as you can see, a task will be created and it will be deposited straight into your CRM system. And it's going to look like this. And it looks, pretty basic interface, pretty nice looking, pretty simple looking. So you get the point. And then obviously you can edit it. You can mark it complete. You can delete it if you want to. Pretty easy to delete it as well, by the way. Just come over it and click on delete. As I said, pretty simple stuff. And once you obviously discuss about the whole deletion process, obviously there's more things to get beyond it. Okay. Now, what are those things? Obviously, let's go on to edit. You can add different sources of information for yourself if you want to. Pretty simple stuff. And you have all the different views that you can choose. Okay. Speaking of views, let's go over to calendar. Now, what is calendar? Calendar, like obviously it says without going, calendar is something which you can easily set your dates on and stuff. And it's again a pretty simple thing to get your head behind, pretty simple thing. Then you have different events and stuff. Okay, you can go on new events and add different events in your calendar. That okay, at this day I'm going to be doing this, at that day I'm going to be doing that. And you get a whole gist of different events. Pretty simple, pretty basic to get your head behind. Then obviously moving further on, you can like if you go on a new event, in new event obviously you can assign it to different people. You have subjects. Let's say it's a meeting, you can assign it to someone. You have locations, you have dates, start and etc. You have all day event. It could be an all day event, it could be different days, it could be a recurring event. Then you could choose the event type. It could be a meeting. Obviously the subject is meeting, so I'm going to keep the type the same. Add a description for yourself, write the other information, and then finally click on save. Now once you click on save, basically you're going to get the main gist of all the things. Now let's go ahead and head over to reports and discuss how the reports are going to work and what goes on when it comes to discussing the reports. Now, when it comes to discussing the reports, basically, wait, let me filter it to, yeah. So, as you can see right now, we can see all the reports that, you can get when it comes to your CRM. Now, what are reports? Reports are basically analysis in a way, analysis for your CRM and all that stuff. So it's pretty easy to get your head behind all of this, and you can add new reports for yourself and add new, you could say, folders for your reports. So it's pretty easy. Now to create reports, obviously we're gonna go on new reports and we're gonna create ourselves a new report. And in the reports, obviously you're gonna have to add the same account information and stuff. Now, do know this, that reports will only be added in the case that you actually have all the rest of the things like leads, accounts, contacts, opportunities, etc. So it's going to be pretty simple. Now, let's go ahead and, start with adding it. So you're going to come here and click on new report. And once you click on new report, obviously it's going to go ahead and give you the whole, you could say, structure of adding a report. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Let's just wait for this to load us up real quick. Here we can see it loads us up. So create a report. Obviously, there's different types of reports. You have accounts and contacts, opportunities, customer support, leads, campaigns, activities, contracts, price books, administrative reports, quotes, and all this other stuff. Okay, I'm gonna go with all, and once you go with all, you can see all these things. I'm gonna go with let's go with accounts. Let's create a report on accounts. Start a report. Okay. And as you can see, look at that. It creates a whole report on accounts. It gives you a table more. It's like you could say it looks a lot like an Excel, view, an Excel CSV file or something like that. It's a whole Excel view. Looks pretty nice, and as you can see, pretty simple, and it gives you a familiar format and familiar view to get your head behind. And then obviously you have different things to mess with it, like you can run it. Okay, what does running it do? Running it basically enables the field editing. Like you can edit fields directly from here. You can have yourself different features inside it, and pretty simple stuff. You have the features of the general admin and all that. And obviously we're going to get into the general admin in a few seconds into the video. So yeah, you basically get the point. You get the gist of it. Pretty simple stuff, pretty basic stuff. Now, once we've discussed about reports, let's go ahead and head into dashboards. So here are the dashboards, okay? And in the dashboards, you can get all these different things. So obviously you have different things like sales pipeline and sales results over here. It could be created by you. It could be a private dashboard, all dashboards. Obviously, we're going to go on that. And as you can see, you have adoption dashboard. You have agent supervisor overview, key performance indication, marketing dashboard, sales manager dashboard, sales manager key metrics, all different types of things to get your head behind. So go ahead and mess around with these if you want to. Again, as I stated, pretty simple stuff. You can go ahead and add a new dashboard for yourself, or, just go to a previous dashboard. Like I'm going to go with this adoption dashboard over here. And in the adoption dashboard, obviously you're going to get the, the dashboard we have on home. This is going to be a lot like that, but different analytics and reports. So as you can see the users logged in, completed activities, information added to Salesforce. You have total number of active users, open tasks, login leaderboards, number of custom reports created. You have number of custom reports modified, and all the necessary stuff to get your head behind and all that. Now, basically, you also have different private dashboards. So if I were to go back to the main dashboards, you can see private dashboards for yourself that you're gonna add. Now, the private dashboards are used in the case that, like, let's say it's basically a type of a filter that you can use, just so you could keep, some sort of integrity and robustness from your team members, from the members you're actually working with. It keeps a sense of, you could say, differentiation and all that. So you get the point. Now, moving further on, what you're going to do is you're going to basically come over here and you're going to go to campaigns, okay? Now, campaigns are a pretty important bit to discuss as well, because campaigns are, you could say, a form of marketing, okay? And creating a campaign is basically, marketing with your people. So first of all, you're going to choose a campaign name. Now, I'm going to go with a random name. And once you go with a random name, you are going to choose the owner. You're going to choose if it's an active campaign. Then you have the status. It could be an in progress, completed, aborted, or planned. Then you have the parent campaign. Obviously, we don't have any campaign, so I'm going to go ahead and choose no parent campaign on this. You have event type. It could be a demo, could be an email campaign, it could be a referral program, social media campaign, website direct, and all these things. It gives you tons and tons of options, to be honest. And it's to keep, this is to keep this in consideration, that not a lot of other softwares give you this much, you could say, campaign opportunities. Like, it doesn't give you not a lot of other softwares give you these many options for you. So Obviously, as you can see, this is why I recommend Salesforce to you, because the options are endless, and it just works pretty good. It just works really nicely, and yeah, you can get your head behind this pretty simply. Now, moving further on, what we're gonna do is we're gonna come to the new campaign section, and obviously over here you can see budgeted costs and campaigns, actual costs, and all that. Once you choose a campaign, on save, and once you click on save, obviously it's gonna give you the whole setting over here. Now, what are these things? Basically, these are the expected revenues, budgeted costs that we just we just skipped. Obviously, I'm not gonna go ahead and start adding a whole budget revenue, budgeted costs, and all that. I'm gonna obviously skip that bit for now, but that's what you mostly see in campaign. That's the setting that you're gonna get in your campaigns, and obviously it's pretty easy, as I stated, to get your head behind this. Pretty simple stuff. Now, once you're over here and you've created all these things, you're gonna get these different things to mess around with it, like campaign members, influenced opportunities, campaign hierarchy, campaign member statuses. You have responded, sent, notes, activities, and all that. Now, obviously, to mess around with these, what we're going to do is, let's say I'm going to go to opportunities over here. And once I've gone to opportunities, obviously you could correlate this with your campaigns. So what you're going to do is you're going to keep the stage of these opportunities as an example stage. And once you've chosen these as an example stage, you're going to come back to your campaigns. And once you come back to your campaigns, as you can see, this is an example campaign that I have. You can just go into, the campaign members or the attachments or something like that, the necessary bit. And once you go in that, obviously you're going to get the option to add any type of, campaign that you want to. So as you can see, as I stated, pretty simple stuff to get your head behind, just make an example campaign, add all the necessary bits, and you're good to go. So yeah, you get the point. Now, obviously, further on to discuss this, what you can do is you can, once we go in campaigns, you can see all your active campaigns as well. You're going to come here, all active campaigns. Look at that. So you have, customer conference, all this stuff, widgets, webinar, and all that. Pretty simple stuff to get your head behind. And obviously, further moving on, you can get the simplicity of things. Like you have the email invite system, customer conference event system, widgets, webinar, and all that. So obviously you can get your head behind all of this stuff as well. Pretty simple. You can, as I stated, become the general admin, and the general admin can obviously become, you can become a general admin by going on these different charts and setting yourself as, the admin one by one. Pretty simple stuff. And then obviously further on, you can go in home. And once you go in home, you can see the different dashboard views and all that, record count, salesperson activity, teams pipeline, and all this. Again, all these things are pretty much the same to get, your head behind and all that. Pretty similar, pretty simple stuff. Now, moving further on, basically what you're going to do from here is build your own pipeline if you want to, and you can build your own pipeline by seeing the leads you have over here in this graph. Okay, and pretty basic, pretty simple stuff to create these leads. And as I said, creating leads is easier than ever now, because you could say when it comes to Salesforce, basically this great CRM, obviously the creating leads would be pretty simple. So go ahead and choose the type of leads you want to get, choose the type of work you want to mess around with, and once you have a clear idea of the things you want, I guess you're going to be pretty good to go, and you won't have a lot of issues with Salesforce. So yeah, I guess that's about it. Now, if I were to give you a brief overview, let's discuss why would you actually have a CRM system, and preferably why a Salesforce CRM system. So basically, as we all know, a CRM system helps businesses keep customer contact details up to date. track every customer interaction and manage customer accounts. It is designed to help your businesses improve customer relationships and also CLV, which is customer lifetime value. This is vital because of the vast amount of such data businesses generate daily. The issue of customer data raises a challenge which CRM system exists to address. Every time someone picks up the phone and talks to a customer, goes out to meet a new sales prospect, or follows up to a promising lead, they learn something new and potentially valuable. Traditionally, all this data went into analog or unconnected media such as notebooks or laptops, or even just stayed in the people's heads. With no CRM, these methods make it, too easy, in my opinion. They make it too easy for details to get lost or forgotten, or for a meeting or phone conversation not to be followed up on as promised. Choosing which leads or prospects to focus on can be a matter of guesswork rather than a rigorous exercise based on fact. Worse still, if an individual, holding access to key customer information were to leave, then all their knowledge would walk out of the door with them. A CRM actually helps ensure, your accuracy and efficiency. A CRM system aims to address challenges like these. It takes customers' data and turns it into useful, actionable insight that can transform, a proper business. It helps everyone in a business to easily update records and to get access to the latest information. If the system is properly cloud based, they can do this wherever they are on any connected device. Now, the key features of a CRM system could be like, first of all, contact management, as you can see over here. All the latest information about customers, from contact details to service conversations, is easily available to access and update. Then you have leads management over here. The system enables users to track pipeline activities, tasks, and targets all the way from prospect through to conversion. Then you have sales forecasting, obviously. Forecasting reports enable salespeople to get better visibility over their pipelines, qualify leads more accurately, and see how close they are to hitting their targets. Sales manager can use reports to motivate and manage their people. And you have instant messaging between employees. You have real-time instant messaging functionality, which makes it easier for coworkers to ask and answer each other's queries. For instance, in support of a live sales op or service interaction, managers can check in on staff and in the field, and employees can ask for instant feedback or support as needed. Then you have email tracking and integrations with Outlook or Gmail, and obviously the integrations can be accessed through the settings over here. You can just go on the setting with the setup and everything, go and integrate it with whatever type of email that you actually want to go with. And it's pretty simple to do that. Just go ahead and do it. And obviously, integrating it with Outlook and Gmail allows you to, first of all, have great email tracking. Then you can also communicate with people, which is also pretty good. Then you have file and content sharing. Team members can upload information to a centrally stored location and share easily and instantly with coworkers. Then you have dashboard-based analytics. Information is aggregated and presented in intuitive, meaningful dashboard displays that can be customized based on each individual's priorities. Advanced cloud-based CRM platforms like Salesforce go much further than this basic functionality, integrating with marketing, automation, and customer service system to provide a complete cloud-based ecosystem for customer data. Then you have, evaluating and comparing types of CRM systems. When evaluating and comparing CRM systems, there are three types to consider: desktop, server, and cloud. Okay. The desktop system is really only for a single user who just needs an electronic version of a Rolodex for simple customer contact management. So for most, businesses, the key question to answer is server or cloud. The three key types of CRM system include desktop systems that run on a single computer, client-server systems that have a central database stored on a server, usually self-hosted with software installed on each user's PC or laptop to access it, cloud-based systems that are, mainly supplied and hosted online by a third-party provider and accessible anywhere via a connected device. And you have client-server systems versus online cloud-based CRM systems. First of all, you have the cost for them, okay? Now, the cost for these systems is, relatively pretty low, like than an online cloud-based CRM system. Client-server CRM system, relatively lower prices. And you have security and maintenance. Business is responsible for its own IT security. You have CRM supplier maintains. which, maintain the server and keeps the security up to date as part of a monthly fee. Then you have competitiveness. Adding new features or functions to keep up with technological advances can be expensive and complex, needing considerable in-house expertise. New features and functions can be switched on and off remotely and are immediately available to all users. You have the mobility, which relies on an installed base of client PCs. Mobile use can be limited to laptops with necessary level of security and is limited by availability of secure VPN. You have secure access from any internet connected device at home, in the office, or while traveling. And then finally, you have disaster recovery, where customer data needs to be included in any backup and disaster recovery plans. Disaster recovery handled by vendor as part of monthly service free. So, yeah, that's, I guess, about it when it comes to discussing Salesforce and its really amazing CRM or customer relationship management platform. Now, if you found this video helpful and informational, please do make sure to drop down a like and subscribe to the channel. And if you want to see more videos like this in the foreseeable future, please let me know down in the comments below. And if I were to, give you a brief overview of how to do things, again, just go on salesforcecrm.com slash the CRM page. And once you're into the CRM page, from there on out, what you're gonna do is you're gonna get a whole preview of how things actually work. You're gonna go to accounts, choose different accounts, then you have contacts, you have leads, campaigns, tasks, sales. So like, you get the point. But the most important things is obviously your leads. Like, if you don't have any leads, then you don't have any other specific contacts or something like that, because leads are something that you work with. And if you don't have anything to work with, what will you actually have? Just think about it. So yeah, again, that's basically it. Do make sure to drop down a like, subscribe to the channel, and share this video around with anyone in need of a tutorial like this, because that will truly help me out a lot. And yeah, if you have any issues, again, do make sure to drop down a comment and I'll get straight back to you and resolve that issue for you. But I guess that's about it. Please, thank you very much for watching this video till the end. And yeah, I guess that's about it. That is all from me. I hope to see all of you next time, and I hope you all keep having a great day. Goodbye.